Hey everybody, I'm Joe DeGanzik, and this is part 4 of the Getting Started Guide to the Smart Home right here on Smarter Home Life, talking about time and commitment and do you have the time to set up your smart home? You may want all the smart home, all the cool tech like all the kids have, right? But do you have the time? Do you have the stamina, that's kind of a strange word to use, to go through and actually set all of this up? And we'll do a quick exercise kind of at the end of the video to show you how to set up just one of these devices. So the question is, the truth is really that consumers don't really want to sit at a computer or sit in front of their phone and fiddle with these settings for hours and hours and hours, and you'll tend to get frustrated if you have to do that. If you can't set something up pretty quickly and do something really cool with it really quickly, you get frustrated. You don't have to tell anyone, but you can call the Geek Squad from Best Buy or the equivalent in your area, or better yet, you can call up one of your friends and say, hey, I just bought all this stuff and I want to set it up, and can I just buy you dinner or drinks or whatever? I've done that many times for my friends who want their smart home stuff set up. Call in, divine intervention if you need to, and this includes managed platforms. This is, I'll mention one such company. Vivint made the jump relatively recently from just being a home security company to now offering smart home solutions with their own product line, but their stuff also does work with Nest thermostats and, the popular smart speakers and so forth and so on. But I mention them specifically because of their platform and their AI software that does live in the cloud. It's powered by, cloud computing, so it gets all that, the good benefits of all that information coming in. But it's AI based and it's done really thoughtfully. And so it can actually monitor based on your own consent. It doesn't have to be turned on by default. And so Vivint comes out, they set up your smart home, they set up all the basics, and then Sky can monitor your coming and going from your home, lights on and off, scheduling, all the things that you do, and start making suggestions and saying, I notice that you do this or you leave every day at this time. Would you like me to take care of this? Can I turn the lights off for you? Can I turn up the, the heat or the air conditioning appropriately? It can move from just making suggestions to, again, with your consent, to going all the way to just taking care of things for you automatically. And that really is where we have to go overall, because again, part of this little video segment, do you have the time to do all this stuff? Most Americans do not. Most consumers in general want this stuff, but they don't want to fiddle with it. Going back to platforms, Apple has introduced with iOS 12 Siri shortcuts that can actually help Siri to surface more information even within apps and possibly within HomeKit about things that it could suggest based on what it sees that you do. Again, all private to you and your phone and your devices on your account. And I think that's going to be really, really helpful for them to kind of perhaps lead the industry in certain respects, at least in the privacy world. But Google and Amazon really need to step up their game as well in the AI world for the smart home to really be helpful, along with the other players, SmartThings through Samsung and Wink and so forth. I've spent countless hours over many years refining all of my systems that have transferred from one place to another. But again, many people don't have that. So let's do this little exercise real quick. I'm going to take this little, here it is from, I mentioned this a couple episodes ago on the security camera special. So this is an iHome smart plug. I'm practicing what I preach. This is compatible with many different smart home systems and platforms. I'll put the clock up. We're going to run it kind of fast forward, and we'll take a look at just how long it takes to set up just one simple smart home plug. I'm going to set this up from scratch. I'm going to add it to SmartThings, and I'm going to add it to an existing automation. Okay, so you'll have to multiply that times possibly all the devices. Not every device takes all the different little steps, and each one has different nuances and setup instructions, and then you have to add it to different automations if you want them to fire off. So multiply that out, and it could be a long time to set up the smart home of your dreams. So anyways, do you have the time? Do you have the inclination to do all this yourself, or do you need some perhaps divine intervention? Only you can make that decision. Hopefully I've shed some light on the topic, and we're getting towards the end of the series, so I will see you on the 5th and last part of this Getting Started with the Smart Home Guide. I'll see you next time.